My condolences to start out. Let me say my condolences to you.
Thank
And
you.
I love you on Tyler Perry Assisted Living, right?
Oh, bless you.
Thank you. I love it. I love it. So I wanted to ask you, is there a particular scene or episode that stood out to you, especially as challenging or meaningful?
Yes, I first just want to say, I want to give a shout out and thank you to Mr. Tyler Perry for creating this iconic character, Anastasia Devereaux. She is so multidimensional. I also want to thank our directors, Mark Swinton, Derek Deuce, Justin Bones. I feel such an honor to be on set and work with the comedic genius David Mann and the beautiful actress and talented Tamala Mann, J. Anthony Brown, Eileen Lynn, Courtney Nicole, Damian Lee, Chet Anakwe, Taylor Buck, Alex Henderson. We have an amazing cast, and I have to pinch myself when I go to work. I'm like I'm around all these wonderful, amazing, talented people, and it's crazy fun, and it's like sometimes I feel guilty for getting paid. I'm having so much fun. But the episode that stands out to me that I love, there are many, but one that I really love is the one called Training Day, and it's where Taylor Buck is trying to get a scholarship for this elitist club. And she's kind of clueless about which fork to use and how to eat at the table. And so Courtney Nicole, who plays Leah, she's there and she kind of falls in place like I'm training her too. It's so funny. And so I tell them, I said, well, you have to learn how to know how to ballroom dance. And they start doing all kind of wild dances and everything. And then I have to tell them, this is not a Courtney thing. But that episode, I had so much fun filming. And then there's one other one I love with David Mann, and it's where I hypnotize him, and he becomes one of his favorite 70s Black film heroes. And oh, it is just, we had a ball with that episode.
Yeah, I love that episode. Thank you for sharing that. I laughed. I think I watched that episode over and over and over.
Oh,
Wait a minute. Hypnotize him.
oh.
I want to know, what advice would you give aspiring actors or actresses that's trying to break into the industry?
I would say to first of all hone your craft, study your craft. As I mentioned, I studied journalism, and when I realized that that was not my calling, I began studying. I studied with a gentleman named Joel Asher, who's a director, and I studied with him for 5 years. And I took classes when I was at SC. I took acting electives. Daryl Hannah was one of my scene partners. And over the years, I've taken workshops and labs, and I think that's the number one thing. Be prepared. Know your craft. Because if I hadn't known my craft when they called me, we wouldn't be having this conversation right here. So that's first and foremost. And have the right intentions when you're going in. As we said earlier, if you're doing this to become rich and famous, you're in the wrong profession because it's hard. It's very hard. It's competitive. Especially like for me, for my age, coming back and having a big gap in my resume, a lot of my co-stars, people that are in my generation, like your Vivica Foxes and Angela Bassett's, they have huge credits. I don't have those credits, so it's a little more challenging for me. So if I was trying to do this for rich and fame, it's not going to work. So you have to do it because you love it. You have a passion for it. It gives you joy. Hone your craft and know that you love it. Those are the two things that I would say.
I love it. Well, thank you for hanging out with us, Miss Thomas.